Okay, well, I've got the thin set put up on the wall and it looks pretty good. It's good coverage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take and use this waterproof membrane, and I'm going to overlap it to this line here, and that will give me a 2-inch overlap, so I won't have to use this Kerdi band over on this side. I do have a butt joint over on the other side here, which I will use this Kerdi band for. But as long as we're overlapping by 2 inches, I don't need to duplicate the waterproofing. And so what I'm going to do is I have a spackle knife, and what I've done is I've taken this and rounded the edges here so that when I'm using this to smooth out the membrane, it doesn't have sharp corners to poke into it. One of the key things is you don't want to make any holes in the membrane because you want it to be waterproof. Okay, so what I will do is get up here, unroll this material, and I've already cut it to length. And what I'm going to do is just put it up here and overlap it so that I have a nice 2-inch overlap in this corner. And once I get this one corner set, then I will give it a little bit of a straightening. Okay, so I'm looking here to see if I'm close to being straight, and then what I'll do is I'll push it in the corner and see how we do as we go down there. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. All right, so this is right where it's going to be. And so what I'll do is I'll start in the center, and I'll just go like this to get it to attach to the wall a little bit. Okay, take my putty knife. Here's where the hole is for the shower head. And what I'm going to do is I'm taking this and I'm pushing this up top here. And the goal is to squeeze out any extra thin set that's behind this membrane. We want to get it nice and uniform. And so I'm pushing pretty hard here. And I'll just keep going up like this. And it sounds like I'm hurting it, but I'm not. I'm really just pushing hard enough to get it nice and flat. And maybe you can see that as I'm using a dark thin set, and as we get this pressed onto the wall, the darkness comes through, whereas before it's more orange color. Okay. And so what I'll do with my opening here is take my knife and just cut around this opening, and there is another specialty film piece which will go over the top of this to make sure that this is going to be waterproof as well. Quite a neat system that Schluter has come up with. Okay, so now I can take it. I'm gonna push this down in the center, and what I want to do is I want to get the center lined up and flattened down, and then I will work my way to the two sides. And I have a valve body here, and so what I'm going to do again is I will do just a little bit of a cut around here, and again there's another specialty film that's going to go around that. Alright, so once I get this squished all the way down, then I'm going to work my way out and up. Okay, and it's just a matter of pushing out any extra thin set, and you can see that extra is coming out the side. I'm not going to push this all the way up yet. I'm going to come back and get that off the sides afterwards. Okay, so this is the whole process. It's all all about doing this. Okay, and so now once it's smoothed out, it's just very nice, and that's going to be a great surface for me to put my tiles on. So I'm going to just continue going here. When I get into the corner, I'm going to make sure that the corner is in here tight, and then I will use this on an angle to get the corner cleaned up. All right, so here we go, pushing it into the corner. Okay. Alright, so then what I'll do is I'll just come like this, and we get a nice corner and a good overlap. I've got a 2-inch overlap here. So that's exactly what I want. So I'm just going to keep going through here and get this attached, and then we'll come back for the next steps on installing the Kerdi band over on this other side, and I'll show you how to do that as well.